Well, good afternoon. We're here to speak to Sidney about the Moya Trust and what it stands for. My first question to you, Sidney, is what are the main purposes and aims of the Moya Trust?
Okay. That's a very good question, and it's a question that is quite broad, in that the purpose of Moya Trust is to impact people, one person at a time. How do we do it? We do it by connecting with the individual. We know that many people are vulnerable. We know that we have been ourselves in those situations before, and we see ourselves as a team in the lives of those people we are helping. That's why, if you may allow me to talk a little bit further on that, that's why we don't treat the people we help as clients. We call them partners. Why is that important to us? Is that partners, they are equal and they shape how you do things. They are stakeholders in what we do. We hear and learn from them. So our main objective is to help them and help ourselves through their life story.
Why should people volunteer for the Moya Trust?
Oh, that's again very good question. Okay. Why should somebody volunteer for Moya Trust in particular? First of all, I'll take you back to the question, why do people volunteer? People volunteer for something that is meaningful to them. Maybe it's drawing something to themselves. You find that somebody goes to volunteer in the army, maybe because they were army themselves, or one of their relatives went through it. Some will volunteer for a cancer charity because maybe a relative died or experienced cancer. Okay? But why Umoya Trust? Umoya Trust, first of all, you also understand who we are. Umoya means togetherness, oneness, unity, wind, spirit. So in all those languages, it brings us to say, look, we can work together. Why should you volunteer at Umoya than anyone else? Mostly it's because Umoya is making an impact. Okay? Each one, including directors, trustees, volunteers, so far, each one have got a story. And it is that story that they retell through what they are doing, make it a difference. So you can also join a storytelling team. Wherever you are, when you volunteer for Umoya, I can guarantee you that your story and our story, when they merge, they will make a bigger story. We have a jigsaw puzzle. You are a piece in that jigsaw puzzle, okay? And we want that piece to be fit in. Come and help us.
Okay. What would a volunteer gain from this experience of volunteering for the Moya Trust?
Okay. First of all, we believe in what we call social capital. Okay? What does that mean? When one volunteers with us, and what are they going to gain? They are coming into a wealthy of knowledge. Okay? There is enough capital among the team members. For instance, you as coming, say you are coming from Canada, having no knowledge, whether you're volunteering in Umoya UK or volunteering in Umoya Zambia or elsewhere, you would find that when you come here, one of the things you gain, you are not going to be thrown into the deep end without support. We are going to start with you, going with you, give you the necessary training, the necessary knowledge, and protect you or cover you while you are learning and also you are volunteering. By the time you finish, you discover who you are. You get to know about yourself more than you know about the project, because there is that one-to-one, okay, connection with the person leading you. Okay, you have a mentor who walk with you, who tell you, and even a debriefing before you travel back, you give back, you talk about your experience. And if there are anything that needs to be put in place or change or things you need to debrief, you'll be able to debrief, you learn from it, and also they signpost you, okay? I have an example. One of our trustees in the UK, who happened to be the one interviewing me, okay? When she visited, she never had much experience of standing before people, training people, okay? She was given an opportunity to teach at a home, and she taught excellently. We discovered that there is a gift there, a gift of public speaking. With support and encouragement, she is able to speak even in team meetings where she goes to work. So that is another skill discovered. So you are not just a thing that is on the trip, or on the mission trip or visiting. You are also being discovered and exposed to maximize your potential, especially if you are fed up to say you want your life to be meaningful. Definitely at Umoya, there will be opportunities for you to discover who you are and what you can become.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Okay, now before we go, she interviewed me about Umoya. The other question maybe you'll be asking in these few minutes is, how did Umoya start? Why Umoya? Okay. Umoya started in this part of the world. Is that okay if I
Yeah, carry on.
Umoya, I'll take this opportunity to tell our audience. Umoya started in this part of this world, Zambia. And that's why we took opportunity to take you to Livingstone. Umoya was birthed in Livingstone, Zambia. How did it birth? One of these morning days, I went out for a run, running from Sun Hotel, an over hotel currently. It has changed its name. When I went running in the street, I got lost. When I got lost, I found myself in a village. And in that village, I found two young girls, age of 10 or 9, carrying big buckets of water on their head. When I went to ask them direction, I noticed they were struggling and inquired where they lived, only to discover they lived with their grandmother. That grandmother was very unwell, and the house was dilapidated. It was just a shack. There was no roof, no proper hose. It was just a roof, and that's where they sleep. So at that time, I was on first holiday with my family, my wife in particular, more like another honeymoon in Zambia, in a 5-star hotel. We compared the price of staying in a hotel and the price of building that house. So we had about 8 or more days in the hotel, in a 5-star hotel. We traded the days to give the money to these children so that these children can go to school and they can have a better shelter. We built that shelter as a family, and we took those children to school. And that was how Umoya began in Zambia. More detailed, more personal. We adopted about 12 children from there in terms of support and started looking after them. 20 pounds was reserved every month, and thereafter it grew. And Umoya has gone, I can go on, and it has been in the UK, started with the homeless people. From homeless people and drug addicts and prostitutes, it became a connect and care to running an old people's projects domiciliary. So it has evolved over the years, and it was from UK back to Zambia that this house, the house you are seeing here, you can show them, was built in response to the elderly people. So that's how Umoya started, and Umoya now is growing, and it's continued to grow. And them that will remain, we believe they will take it further. Thank you very much.